All right, here we go.
What's your discipline? In life, everything matters. So show up every day, even when it's hard. Jocko Fuel uses clean fuel with raw ingredients from supplements, protein shakes, energy drinks, and more. Speaking of which, I drink the Sour Apple Sniper during my workouts, and it has changed everything. The way I run, lift, and even think. You can too. Get yours today by going to Jocko Fuel website and enter promo code Reyes Reflection to get 10% off your order. Again, Reyes Reflection, 10% off your order. At Jocko Fuel, there is no shortcut. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Reyes Reflection podcast. There is a lot of options out there, so I appreciate that you make me one of them. Like, comment, share, subscribe, so that way we can continue to grow. Follow me on the socials at I'm Nathanael Reyes. I have to give some love to my partners, as always. Mad Rabbit Tattoo Aftercare. I have some of their products right here. They don't just have sunscreen. They don't just have revitalizing ink lotions. They also have daily body washes, daily lotions to help you, us men. We want to smell nice for those ladies. And Jocko Fuel, even I can read the ingredients, okay? At a rudimentary level, you can do so too. So please pick yourself up some. Save 20% off at Mad Rabbit and 10% off at Jocko Fuel by using promo code Reyes Reflection, just like the pod. Now, on to the introduction of my guest. Let me start with this. When I first met this individual, okay, he was a smug child with a nice smile. Now he's a full-grown man with a nice smile, as you can see, visual audience, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's rocking his clothing line. He's got so many things going on. He's got some great stuff on YouTube, and we're going to talk about all of that in this episode. So without further ado, some of you may know him as Monte, KD, Smooth TV, CEO, many others, and all of that would be correct. Tay Smooth, welcome to the pod.
Glad to be here, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here, you know?
That's right. Thank the man upstairs. That's right. That's what we always got to do. So I'm going to start off by asking you this, okay? What is your expectation of the function?
That's crazy.
You know why I asked you that, right?
That's my first video. That's crazy.
We about to tee up, right?
Yeah,
About to tee up. All right.
for sure.
Good. I ain't going to be twerking on you, though, right? But well, for context, okay? For some context. So my man here, he's running a great YouTube page, okay? Talk to me about it. How'd you get into it? I know you got two different channels, right? So talk to me about that. How'd you get into it? Because one of them seems like you're just kind of chilling with your boys, shooting the shit, having a good time.
Yeah.
But then other one seems like you're going to events and things like that, and you're also doing crazy-ass dares and stuff like that. So
For sure.
I want to talk about that. How'd you get into this?
I want to say, no, my freshman year of college when I got there, and everybody was like, you're lit, you vibing, you always outside having a great time, you're not worried about nobody. So I'm just like, okay, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, you know? And then everybody started loving it. I started sharing it out, and then everybody was fucking with it heavy. So
Yeah.
I got into it, and I fell in love with it. You know, at first I wasn't watching YouTube, but
Yeah.
it helped a lot just seeing like Kai Cenat and a whole bunch of others just go crazy on it. So and just beat him. you know?
Gideon,
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
watch
Gideon
it?
too.
Yeah.
You know,
He makes me laugh. He's a funny dude. He's
great
a funny
content
dude.
creator.
Yeah. How are you getting your inspirations and things like that? What are you doing to kind of help yourself be creative? Because it is an art. It is. You have to be creative. You can't
Correct.
just go out
Jump
there and
into it.
exactly do it. You have to. There's planning and things like that. So what are you doing to help yourself?
Right now, normally what I do is I go on YouTube and then I find something like say if it's a silent library video, right?
Oh, that show's hilarious.
Exactly. I find it. I'm like, okay, I can make my own twist to it, or I could do something to it. So I go write in my notes and visualize playing it, how I would do it, and who I would plan it with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it makes it easier just knowing who can be in the videos and who doesn't act a fool in the videos. Nothing like, you know.
Yeah,
Stuff
you
like
want to be
that.
able to have something good.
Mhm.
We talked off camera about that. Whenever you're making content, you have to be real. You
Correct.
have to be upfront. You have to show your true self. You can't put on a persona
Mhm.
because then it's not going to be authentic. It's not going to hit with the audience.
No.
It's just not.
At all.
No. So I want to circle back to. So you said you went to college. Is that what you went in Miami?
Yeah.
Or where'd you go?
I go to Barry University.
You still go?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. What are you
Yeah.
doing up here at this time?
Right now I took a little semester off so I can stack up some money for school
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So when I go back, I'm cool, you know.
So you're living down there, huh?
Mhm.
Is it a good time?
It's a blast. I loving it. Networking is crazy, and I just been seeing different spots, you know. I ended up loving the city. The 305 that's where it's at.
Is it really?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've never been down there, but I've heard a lot of good things. I heard the nightlife is
Listen,
something else.
This is different.
Yeah, it is.
I normally don't really go out too much because of school. I'm there for school, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I gotta focus up. But if I do have the time, I do pop outside every once in a while.
yeah. I wanna bring back one of your YouTube videos. So if nothing else works out for you in life, you could be a heck of an actor. And what I mean by that is this man in his hilarious YouTube video had a pillow, and he was asking girls if you can stay in there, and you had a straight face. They would sit there and go, "You're lying, and you go, "Nah, it's just."
That was a blast. Like me and my mans, we was like, I was like, we could go ask females if we could stay in a room for the night. We gotta come up with a crazy excuse though, cause they're not gonna believe us off the rip. I did what I had to do, so and it worked. I'd say 2 out of 5 worked. So
Yeah,
it was all right.
You're eating Popeyes in one of their.
It was crazy. It was crazy. It was a blast.
I was dead with the pillow. That's
The
what
pillow
got-
had it. I should have laid on the floor in one of the videos and just said I'm really staying. I should have did something.
That's what got me. You with the pillow and like.
I was like, there's a flood in my room.
Like I said, for the people who've never seen it, you gotta check out his shit.
Yeah.
He literally has a pillow at these girls' college dorm, and he's like, hey, there's a flood, and then I think one of them said, "What about your roommate?" And you're like, "Oh, he's with his girl."
I had to come up. That one I came up with on the fly because I'm like, hold on, she really just asked me that. Nah, I gotta come up with something quick because this not gonna work.
What about the? So you had 2 other dudes with you. You had your homeboy, and then you had the guy who's holding the
cameraman.
camera. Yeah, your cameraman. What was the, like? Were they your roommates as well? What was the excuse?
It's actually just him. So, I don't even. Damn, I had to think because when we got over there, she was like, "And who's this?" Every time I had to cut it out though because they kept asking that, "Who's this?" But I feel like he was. I told him, I said, just have the same excuse as me because they're not gonna believe it at all. You got to be the witness and the one that testifies for me.
Yeah.
So it worked out the way it did.
The pillow. That's what did it, though. The pillow is what did it. He literally was at their door with a pillow and looking like a sad puppy, and they felt bad. And then the video that I'm referencing, they said yes, and he goes in, and they gave you their dinner. Their
Yeah, now shout out to them because they really showed hospitality because they really thought my room was flooded. I'm like, oh man.
Are you friends with them?
I'm cool with them. So when I see them on campus, like all the people I've done videos with, they show love. They say hi. It's like, I can't believe you did that. It was just in total shock.
And they're like, here's this fucker from Lowell just acting like a jackass. Like
everybody from here is like that. They're like, what are you doing? Like, why you keep doing that?
But it's hilarious though. It's hilarious, bro. I love it. I would have broken character.
I feel like if you know the focus, then you won't break character.
You locked in.
Mm-hmm. And that was before I started acting. Now I am acting, so
yeah, you locked
like
in.
I could do it way better now.
Yeah, no, you might have to like redo it again in like different places.
Yeah,
that way you
I
can.
should, right? We was thinking about doing that for my other YouTube channel with all the guys on there, and go to a different school down there.
Did you also do it in your RA's room too? Is that what happened?
I think. Did I?
I think you just went in there though.
Oh yeah, the RA. Yeah, I did. And she was so confused. She was like, "What is going on? Do I need to call like the?" I was like, "No, you don't need to call out of them." She was about to call the people, the security and all that, to come over there
and fix it.
And I was like, "No, don't do that, because then I'm gonna get kicked out of school."
What are you going to school for? What subject?
I go to school for sports medicine, so exercise science.
Nice.
I want to have like a rehabilitation center for injured athletes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be an actor too.
What does that mean to you? Rehabilitation center. Have you gone through injuries, or is it just something that you're like, hey, this means a lot to me. I want to help individuals, that type of stuff. What does that mean to you?
So a lot when I was playing basketball in my active years for real, I'll get injured a lot. Like not a lot, but frequently because of my ankles. My ankles, they're terrible.
Paper thin, just like mine. Yep.
Exactly. So I would have to put on high tops all the time. I couldn't wear the Kobe's or nothing like that. I always had to wear some LeBrons or something. So.
Are you not a high top fan when you ball?
I think I am now because I'm so used to it. But
yeah.
If I had to go low top, I think I could do it.
Yeah.
You know? But I say for sure that the rehabilitation will surely help other athletes that are going through, knee problems, or they got knee injuries and they're suffering. Like I could do international, do it all over the world for soccer players, basketball, football.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. So.
Yeah, and you said acting. So are you doing acting classes down there, or
Correct.
you just? Oh, you are.
Double major.
No way. So they have an acting program at your school.
Correct.
How's that? Talk to me about that.
I say I loved it from the start. Freshman year when I took my first class, acting 1, wasn't even supposed to be in that class. So that's how God did, and He just put it on my roster, and I got in the class, and she ended up falling in love with me before I fell in love with acting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she made it easier for me to comprehend, understand, and fall in love with it myself.
Because your personality and things like that?
Exactly. Yep. She loves me. She knows I'm outgoing. I'm ready to go to work when it's time to focus up. I'm focusing up,
Okay.
Doing what I got to do.
See, I didn't know that you were doing an acting class. That I didn't see that in my research. So that's really cool. I've taken a couple acting classes.
Really?
Yeah, low key. It's I won't sit here and say anything special. I was in a horror movie. I was the bad guy. But you know how they say A level, B level, C level? I was fucking Z. But shout out to Matt. He was the one who casted me, the first casting director. He was awesome. Great project we worked on. But yeah, no, I was, and I've done a couple of other things, and it's fun. It's fun.
Dope. It's dope. Just being able to bring your self into a character and bring it to life. It's amazing.
When they have you reading, are you reading like commercials and things like that? Because a lot of people will shit on that type of stuff. They'll sit there and they'll go commercials because they see the TV and they see all those things. Which yes, that's cool, but all those big names. I've had conversations with people. All those big names that you see on TV. That's really only 10% of the acting world. There's so much that goes behind acting. So are you doing a lot of like commercial work? Are you reading scripts and trying to develop them into your own? Talk to me about some of those courses, like what goes into acting classes and things like that in schools.
Okay. So for my experience, my first one was just acting 1 itself. So we got into class, and then what she would do was she'd give us like different scripts and stuff, and we would have to play that character and express that character how we interpret everything and how we want to. So it's basically improv with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was awesome because she gets us on the stage early to understand what's going on in these classes. And then my second class, I'd probably say improv was probably my favorite class because she really pushed me to get out of my shell and then be able to think on the fly and be able to just understand how acting works. You know what I'm saying? Because not mostly, but just like there's different methods of it, you know? So I probably say those are just my 2 favorite that I've taken so far.
Yeah, because there is a lot that goes behind the scene. Like I said, I think a lot of people see the fame and they think, oh, yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. But it's much more than that. There is a lot behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize. You really have to be invested into that character.
I'm telling you, because listen, we did a recent musical. That was my first ever play, and we started that in November.
Oh, really?
And we didn't do it till March.
Okay, so you spent that whole time working on it, things like
2
that.
Characters.
Really?
2 characters. We was drained because we Monday through Friday we were doing like maybe 3-4 hours a day of just straight rehearsal, singing and dancing, all types of stuff.
You singing?
I had to. In one song, it was killing me. I was like, no way. But they
sing some.
Sing something is crazy. I can't sing nothing.
No?
No.
You're not a singer?
No, I'm more of a, I'll dance my ass off, but
Yeah.
I won't sing nothing.
Yeah.
I was telling her, I'm like, if you get me on this stage singing, I'm never going to forgive you for that. Because
And she got you, though.
she got me. Because I'd probably say the third night, there's about 1,000 people there.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
So a big crowd.
Yeah.
What was it? What was the play called?
Sister Act.
Okay. What's that about?
It's about a lady who sees a murder, and she gets witness protection into a convent with a bunch of nuns.
Oh, wow.
And it's a comedy show, so it's like it was funny because she goes through this basically like a whole journey of seeing what it's like being a nun and understanding and not being able to knock it, because at first she was making fun of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was cool to see how she transitioned from being a regular lady on the street and just to being a singer into being a nun, or what they called her sister, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was cool. I was loving it. And just the villains were probably my favorite part. Shout out to my boys Chris and Jaden and Gabe. They killed their parts. They were singing and dancing for real.
What was your part in the play?
I played the priest, the Monsignor O'Hara, and then I played Ernie, which I got shot in like the second scene. It was crazy. My mom was having a heart attack. She was like, "What the hell? Why is my son getting shot?"
Yeah. They kill you right off.
Uh-huh.
So you did have two roles.
Yeah.
Was the priest a main character in that?
He was the main character.
Oh, wow. So you were the main character.
One of them. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize that for people who want to get into acting, you doing those type of roles and plays and things like that, you need that
For sure.
for experience.
Exactly.
You can't just go ahead and all of a sudden get on TV. A lot of those individuals, they did these type of classes. They either went to school. Some of them do have God-given talent.
For
Some
sure.
of them do. But a lot of them, it is an art that you have to learn. And it's an art. It's an art form.
Exactly. That's why I never knock. I always make sure that I'm going to the best, like the people who I feel like is the ones that's standing out to me. Ask questions. I always ask questions. I always make sure I understand before I just jump into something, because I want to make sure that I can make my own version of it. You know what I mean? When I'm jumping on stage, I did something in the play. I had improv one of the scenes, and I got a whole bunch of laughs. So it was just to see how that works.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Can you cry on command?
No, not yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
working on it.
You're working on it?
Yeah. I'm gonna get it soon. I gotta be in there like Denzel, you know?
Yeah. Seriously. I mean,
For real.
and there's a lot of roles, and the fact that you can put yourself out there, that's also tough too, because you are putting yourself out there. You have to be ready for criticism. I don't think it's for
Correct.
people that are sensitive, because a lot of people behind the scenes, no pun intended, don't realize, but your teachers and your coaches, they're critiquing you the whole time.
The whole time.
They're telling you, and so if you're sitting there being sensitive, they're gonna. It's probably not for you.
Oh no, yeah. My teacher, she'll send you right off the stage. Go get out. You know what I'm saying? Send you right to the exit. It's not for the weak, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it's just like her seeing that I'm really about it.
Yeah.
She knows that I'm really willing to work for it.
Okay. Next, we gotta link up down in Miami, and the next time you're in a play, I'm gonna go watch it. I want to go. I want to pull up. That sounds like a lot of fun. It's here on the Reyes Reflection. You heard it.
Yeah.
So switching gears right now, you look like you're still in shape. Are you still playing ball? What are you doing? What are you doing to stay in shape? Are you lifting?
Lifting like crazy.
Are you?
I'll be in the gym.
Yeah.
All the time. Like, yeah.
I know it's hard to tell in the sweatsuit, but you look like you're in shape right now.
I be getting to it. I get right to it. So I work at nighttime. So when I come out of work in the morning, I go straight to the gym.
Okay.
So I don't have no excuses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get in there, I get my hour in, and then I get up out of there.
a lot of lifting though.
Yeah, like just staying in tone. You know, toning up and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
make sure I get my cardio in every week. You know.
Do you watch what you eat, or are you just eating whatever you want?
See, I seen y'all say that in the last one. I was like, oh no, I eat whatever I want.
You do too?
I try. I really do try, like really and truly, but it's tough because when you want to diet the way you want to diet, sometimes you don't have the right stuff to do it. So.
No, that's what we said in the last one. It's very hard. It's very hard to sit there and go, I got to eat, 50 grams of protein for lunch, dinner, dessert. Like, what? It's so hard to count that. I don't know. I like how JG and I said it. I just kind of like almost intermittent fast.
For sure.
Like, I just kind of fast and like I don't eat anything all day. And then all of a sudden I'm like, all right, I'm just going to eat as much as I can right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And shout out to JG because I loved y'all episode. That was funny. It was cool. It was heartwarming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was loving it.
Shout out, Jason. We love you. That was a great episode. So in my intro, I said that I knew you as a smug child. Share with the audience. How did I meet you? How did we meet? Go ahead.
Okay, so for those that don't know, when I got switched over to middle school, I basically did get kicked out of Robinson. So when I did, I went over to the Daily. I don't know how I got in at the end of 6th grade. But when 7th grade came around, I had went to basketball tryouts. And my first impression of them, I was like, oh, nah, we about to be chilling. We about to get a chip. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's get after it. Whistle blows, a whole different side of them shows. I'm like, oh, no. They had us going crazy, about 10 laps. I'm like, what are we doing? This is the damn track team. They had us doing circuits. I'm like, oh, no, there's no way I'm finishing this. And then when I started doing it at my own pace, because I really like to move at my own pace. It's weird, but I do. And then they was on me about it. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but it was good. It was discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But see, I had a hard time like listening to people. I didn't like listening to people. I always wanted to do what I wanted to do. But it was cool meeting them. It was awesome. I'd probably say they're probably one of my lifetime people, my all-time people of all time. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of people say that and it's funny you say that because I feel like I still have that now. I feel like when people first meet me, because I am a very strong individual, they're like, oh, shit. This guy's an asshole, or this guy's rough.
Yeah.
But then I think after they realize it, they're like, everything he does, it's from love. It's not like
crazy.
All those Jason, Aaron Laporte, all those kids that I've had, Ty Chan, he was on my pod too.
Love Ty. Shout out him.
Yeah, shout out Ty Chan. They all love us because that's who, like, it's all with love. It's it's not because I want to sit here and just be a asshole to you. It's because I genuinely want to see you be successful.
Yeah, you believed in us for sure, and that's how we got our chip. You know? And I probably say, them two was probably the most genuine people I've ever met in my life. You know, and it's harder. It's easy to say that you've met somebody that you love, but to have real love for them that's a hard thing, you know. It's coming straight from the heart. It's family. It's family at the end of the day. We would do dinners. We broke bread together.
Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah. We would pray. Yeah. It
was awesome.
That was awesome. That was a good time. We also said that you're doing your own clothing line. You're rocking some of the stuff right now.
For sure.
How did you get into doing that? Talk to the people about that.
That's crazy because at the same time, my freshman year when I was getting into YouTube, that's when I had jumped into this. So I probably say we was sitting in my man's room one day and we was just chilling and then he goes, I was like, yeah, he was asking me shit about what I wanted to do in my life, and I was telling him like having a clothing brand was one of the things on my top 10 list that I wanted to do. He goes, the hell? Why don't you just start that shit now? Like, you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all believe in you and you got a support system back home. Do it. And I really what I should have did was research first, but I jumped into it and I ended up falling in love with it because I'm just like, the passion was always there. The dream was always there, and now I just put it to life. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm wearing my merch, it's still hard to believe that I'm doing it, you know? And it's been about maybe a year or two now, so to see me just flourish with it is amazing.
Who's designing your shit? Is it you?
I'm designing it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But I have a team, though, so shout out to the guys. They help me. They basically put, like, final touches on anything that I wear. I mean, anything that I send them. So they'll be like, I like what you got, but tweak this way, and then we'll finalize it the other way. So it ends up coming out the way that I've always imagined it coming out. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love because I feel like God really guides me to the designs I really want to put out. And I don't I do let people criticize me, but I don't let them like criticize my art too much, because at the end of the day, like, this is what I love to do, and what my art expresses is through me. You know what I'm saying? How I'm feeling.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
The material looks nice too. I know it's hard to tell on the camera, but I mean, it looks like a good material and stuff like that too. Yeah, show it off, bro. Look at that.
Yeah, we going up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We're going up for sure, and I'm loving doing it.
How much does one cost and things like that?
Okay, so when these sweatsuits right here, they go for about 100, which includes shipping. So like 50 for the top, 50 for the bottom, and then after that, you can ship right to your house, and you rock it out just like that.
And you're doing this while you're in college too. You got a full plate, man.
Yeah, but this is me. Like, this is the stuff that I really do. Like, I really hustle. Like, that's really what I love to do. Like, I have like a very entrepreneur mindset. Like, I'm always thinking of ways to make money while I'm in school. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just about making money with my clothing line. It's more so doing things that I love to do.
Yeah. That's good on you, because it's showing your dedication, it's showing your hard work, it's showing that you're passionate about something, because a lot of people do just kind of sit, and it's one of those things where it's like, are you gonna I don't want to be disrespectful. Are you gonna go after life, or are you gonna let life come to you?
Right.
And I always feel like you have to go after things in life. You can't let life come to you, because it's kind of like Forrest Gump. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
I have.
But there's a little scene in the movie, I think it's at the beginning. It's been a while since I've watched it.
Me too.
Where, like, I think it's a leaf. It's just kind of, it's fallen. And to me, that says a lot of things. A lot of people don't realize it, but to me, maybe I interpret it differently. Maybe it's the entrepreneurial mind in myself as well. But when I see that scene, to me, it's like, oh, okay, Forrest sees the tree, or sees the leaf falling, and to him, he's going with the wind. And so if he keeps going with the wind, he's just going to be blown around wherever the wind takes him. And it sounds like for you, you're going ahead and you're like, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to break the mold. I'm just going to do what I want to do. I got to do it. Yeah. And that's smart, because a lot of people do just kind of sit on their behind in college. And you're like, no, not only am I in school, but I'm going to go ahead and bust my ass too at the same time.
Exactly. It takes a toll on me for sure, but having ADHD, I can't sit down. So I'm always thinking, I'm always moving, I'm always doing something. I got to feel like I accomplished something throughout my 24 hours of the day. We sleep for 8 and we're up for the rest. So, we got to figure out which ways that it's going to help us get ahead in life. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, I like the point that you just made, because it's true. In life, everyone has 24 hours. You have 24 hours. I have 24 hours. Every single person has that same thing. So it's what you do in that time.
Exactly.
And I think that gets lost. Yeah.
A lot in people. But it's okay, though, because sometimes it takes you a little while, or it takes you to hit rock bottom to know that life is not a joke. It's more so, it's not a game, but it is a game. You know what I'm saying? We're just pawns on the chessboard. But we got to figure out how to become kings and queens of the earth.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I love that. You thought about that. Did you have that prepared?
No. Yeah, but that's just how I'm very intellectual. Like, I've always been like that, but I let my goofy side show more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The $1 million smile.
For sure.
You mentioned earlier in the episode that you like to dance. You actually love to dance.
Love it.
You love it.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to dance right now? Because I have a video right here.
You can show. You can show. You can show. Wait. Oh.
Now you're worried. Is that you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I was killing it. I'm going to
show the audience.
Go ahead.
It's funny.
I love this. Love it.
Straight from his YouTube page.
Whoa.
Anyway, we could see that right now on the pod. You're gonna tear it up. I'll do it with you.
You do it with me?
I'll do it with you.
Will we do it?
I don't know. We'll just fuck it up. We'll have fun.
Okay.
All right.
I got you.
All right. Let's play a song. You got a song?
You could put on "I Just Want to Rock." That's cool.
Is that song?
Yeah.
All right. What's it called? I Just Want to Rock?
You never heard that song?
No, I never heard it. I'm old.
Oh, man.
I'm old. Well, not.
No, you're not.
It's crazy. So similar to the Jason episode, right? You probably thought I was crazy old, right?
No, I never.
No, you never thought that?
No.
Okay, he did. And I'm only 29.
Exactly. I always thought you was like 22 when I seen you.
I was.
That's why I was like, hold on. He's around our age for real, for real.
Yeah. So what's it called? What's that song called?
I Just Want to Rock.
I Just Want to Rock. Who sings it?
Lil Uzi.
All right. This is going to be awesome. We're going to clip this up.
Yeah, no, we got to do something.
All right, yeah, because you said you love to dance. So I just want to, no, not dance. I had it. I just want to rock.
I just want to dance.
I just want to rock Lil Uzi. And just for copyright, we'll do it quick because I think we can only do it for 10 seconds. So that way it doesn't.
I think you think you could play the instrumental version if you want to.
Oh, there you go. See, look at that.
See, like being a YouTuber, you got to be able to think too. You know what I'm saying?
Instrumental. There you go. So that way we don't get copy strike.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. I have YouTube with ads. Here we go.
All right, guys, hold on. We gonna tear something up for you.
We're gonna tear it up. All right. Yeah. Is this it? All right. Tear it up. Hey. Damn, you can move. All right. My turn. I can't leave you hanging. All right. I'm not going to do as cool as you. But, what is it? It's this, right? It's the hip. We have fun on the pod. For sure.
Shout out to Uzi, man.
Oh, man.
Yo, my guys they're gonna clip this and they're gonna post that.
Oh, they should. Yeah, we have fun on the pod. We have fun on the Reyes Reflection. All right.
Yeah.
Damn, that was awesome. All right. Really cool stuff. Now we're gonna play a game. Okay, we're gonna play Would You Rather.
Ooh.
All right. So we're gonna start. I know, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give you ones that you may think is easy, and then I'm gonna go ahead and then it might get progressively harder, the questions, okay? Okay. This one is easy to me, okay? Would you rather always be cold or always be hot?
See, I was talking about this with my brother. I would rather always be hot.
Okay.
Because then I could get cold. You know
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm the same way. I'd rather, I never complain on a hot summer day.
For sure. I love it.
I hate when it's so cold that my teeth hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That annoys me.
See, because I'm dark skinned, so I get ashy quick. So
yeah,
I hate that, and then my skin will start chafing and stuff. Like, it's crazy.
You're like, nope. All right.
I'm all set.
Would you rather break both your arms or break both your legs?
Nah, I need to break both of my arms. I need to
Me
be
too.
able to walk.
Yeah.
I got to be able to get places, and I got to be able to show face in networking areas and stuff like that. So
you could still do stuff with broken arms. You can still walk, move, run.
But see, I can't leave when I want to leave. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I hate that, not being able to leave when I need to leave.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to leave.
No, you have to. All right. I think this one is one of the harder ones. Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather travel back in time to meet your ancestors before you, or travel into the future to meet your future family line?
Oh, that's scary.
That's a good one, right?
That's very scary.
Yeah. What would you rather do?
I think I would go back in the past.
You would?
I would love to do that just because of the fact that I'm African, so I would love to see just how my line is across the globe and just the different types of traditions and everything like that. Just to, you know what I'm saying? Seeing stuff like that, seeing the different spots and different areas of my country. I would be grateful to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just see how everybody looked.
Yeah.
And how everybody is. You know.
And how you got to where you are.
Exactly.
I like that because it's paying respect, but at the same time, it is a hard one because
sure
there is that part of you that's like, damn, I kind of would want to see what happens.
I'm low key scared to see my futures, even though I think I have an idea of who I am, who I would be in a few years, but it's I would love to see my future self too, but it would scare me seeing two little ones running around or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be scary.
All right. This one I think is the hardest one, okay?
Okay.
Would you rather your parents see your sex tape or you see theirs?
I never even asked this question. Like, I think, no, I do not want to see my mom's nothing like that at all. Like, my mom and dad, like, that's crazy.
No.
But I think they would have to see mine.
Yeah.
They would have to see it.
I would never. I love my mom. I love the thought of seeing her without clothes. I'm like, no, you do not belong that. Like, there's nothing that because I don't want to fathom that. I'm with you. I'd rather them see me than me see anything.
And I think my mom, like, on not even on no weird shit, but like I think my mom would be intrigued seeing that for real, because sometimes she do, you know how she is, like she just be asking questions.
Yeah,
she's not afraid to ask questions, and so when she started asking me questions about that stuff, I'm like.
So I have a story about your mom that I actually want to share.
Okay.
So as we stated early in the episode, I've known you since you were young, and you were a little punk, but you've grown up. Clearly, you're a young man. You're very respectful, and you were even the following year. It was just that 1 year transition. It was tough for you.
It's tough.
I'm sharing that because I'm laughing about it, because I remember one time you were acting fresh, and your mom. You know where I'm going with this, and his mother walked by the coaching staff and the team, went into the locker room, and chewed you out in the school boys' locker room. And you know what? Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but my mom was a woman that believed in the power of the hand of you acting up. So there were some people that were like, I think she just hit him, and I remember somebody going, well, do you want to correct that? Because I'm staying out of it. And that was my mentality, because your mom is a very strong woman, which is a great thing. A great thing. I love that about her. But I'm just saying, man, she is a strong woman. And like I said, I remember all of us looking at each other being like, well, technically she's not supposed to do that, but does anybody have the balls to go ahead and tell her she's not?
Oh, no.
No, because that would happen to us.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'd probably say, and you can ask all of them, like Keenan, Jacob, ask all of them, Ty, everybody. You can ask them all. They've seen her in action with me, and towards them too. So, which is crazy, because when that locker room scene, she came in there, and I looked at her. She looked at me. I seen the look that she was giving me. I knew she was coming over there to hit me. Number one. And then number two, I knew I was going out there embarrassed. That's what I knew.
Yep.
So, yeah, she came in there. She was screaming at me, just because she was like, "You're gonna respect them. You're gonna have respect for them." I was like, okay, like I hear you, but I'm too mad to understand you right now.
Yeah.
So, but it all worked out because, again, discipline. You need it. You know what I'm saying?
And it taught you. We laugh about it now. I laugh about that shit with my mom too. Like, my mom used to do shit, and at the time, obviously, it's like, oh, like you're almost pissed.
Yeah.
But then you can look back and be like, that was actually kind of funny, and now it's a story that we can share on a podcast and have a good time with.
For sure. If she sees this, she's gonna laugh, because she's gonna be like, she's gonna say some shit.
Yeah.
I can't say on camera, but she gonna say some shit.
Yeah. We love you, Mom.
Yeah,
Shout out,
sure.
moms. Shout out to all the moms out there. We love you. You're very powerful. We love you.
You know it's crazy too. I seen Keenan the other day.
You did. You did. I knew that you two were close. I was gonna DM him and be like, "Yo, bro, you having a story to tell me about Monte?" But then I got I got the locker room story, so I was like, you know what? Nah, I'll surprise him with that. So.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
He got endless stories. He could tell you endless stories too. Him and Jacob, they could tell you endless stories.
You know what we got to do one day? I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking that we got to get all of us back in one room. As you can see, I can have up to 10 mics.
Okay.
Like you, Keenan, Jacob, Ty, Ray, Quest, Aaron. Like, we got to get all of us back in a room and just talk about that and laugh. Like, we just got to, about like the stories that you're saying. Because there are a lot. There's a lot of stories behind the scenes. As he was saying earlier, people don't understand. There's just, like, we're invested into each other at a certain point. So it's like there's love. We can not see each other for years, but we look back and we're like, man, we did something amazing, and that was true love right there because we worked hard.
We really did because we worked hard all season. We didn't even lose a game, like
No.
not one game. We was killing, going crazy. So
Yeah.
and it was crazy to be a part of a brotherhood that like it was basically like the freaking Warriors. We were.
Yeah.
We was the fucking Warriors at a point, like for sure. We was the most feared team in middle school basketball.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy was the starting lineup for Lowell Travel, the 5, was the 5 at other than X.
Yep.
Poor X.
And you know he really went and cooked us, had 50 points on our team.
Yeah. Yeah, he
in middle school.
Yeah, he was a baller. He had to. He was
still short at the time.
He had to.
And that's why Keenan and Jacob were getting fried. So I don't want to hear nothing from them, none of that. They was getting fried.
We love you all.
Yeah.
Jacob, Keenan, X, we love you all. All right, I want to ask you this because I saw this on one of your YouTube videos. What is the biggest red flag in a girl?
Oh, see, this is why I need to be up here.
Yeah, I do my research, bro.
You know what? Let's get it popping. I'd probably say the immaturity.
Immaturity, okay.
The immaturity and what we call now is they got no bag, like meaning like they don't get to no type of money. They don't have what they need to have as young adults. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That everything that they think that we don't have as men, they don't have as females. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's probably two of the biggest ones is just the immaturity and not having yourself together.
Okay.
You know?
I like it. Okay. Yeah. See, to me, I'm going to answer this question, too, because we're two dudes talking.
Do it.
There's red flags in men, too. I'm not going to sit here and say we have our red flags. I'm not big into, like, this is going to sound really bad, these social girls. And, and allow me to explain. Allow me to explain.
That too. That's another one.
So I'm not 100% on if you sit there and you say to a girl, hey, what are you doing next weekend? Oh, well, my friend has this party. I'm going here. I'm going there. I'm hanging out with this person. And the reason why is because if you're talking to her, you obviously are attracted to her.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to figure that there's other people that are also attracted to her. And so there's going to be people who are popping at the bit, if you know what I mean. Trying to get a piece of the champ.
Oh yeah. So
to me, I sit there and I'm big into, hey, what are you doing next weekend? Nothing. Home. Boom. That's what I want to hear. Nothing. You ain't been nothing. You ain't been nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You're home. You're reading the Bible. You're going to church. That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. That's me. That's just me. I don't know.
Niggas crazy. Going to church and sitting home is crazy.
I'm wilding right now.
Nah, that's funny though, because I feel like yeah, like the social girls, and I'm not knocking what they do on social media. Yeah, you got to get to your bag and stuff like that, but you not, and this is the biggest one right here. You not living up to what you post, and they post a lot of, like, nowadays it's more so like a post quotes type of thing. You know what I'm saying? They post these quotes that they feel like they can relate to. And some of them they don't relate to. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have that level of maturity, like I said, or you don't have the level of knowledge to understand that you're doing the same thing that you don't want somebody else doing. I
think immaturity is a really big one as well. I'm not immaturity to me. I'm like, if you're not mature, it's very hard to have a grown-up conversation with.
Oh yeah,
it is.
That means you're just arguing with a kid all the time, and you don't have time for it because in a relationship we're supposed to grow together. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I've been in too, so I know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
just so we don't get canceled, and that we're just. What would you say is big red flags in men? There you go. So that way it's even playing field. So that way we don't get canceled.
For sure. Oh yeah, we was gonna hear it for sure.
Yeah, that's my lady audience. We love you. That's what I'm saying. Sure. We have red flags too. Mm-hmm. What are some red flags in men?
I feel like men, the biggest red flags in men is their egos.
Yes,
it's way too high. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do gotta sit back and really ask yourself, what am I bringing to the table as a man? And then what is she bringing to the table as a female? You know what I'm saying? But for the male part, I feel like you just being able to lay up with somebody is not a flex.
I agree.
It's not. And you know what I'm saying? You thinking that you the man is not a flex either, because where does that get you if you don't have to back it up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then another red flag, I probably say, not being able to open up.
Yeah.
Because that's probably one of the biggest things for us coming into this generation as men. Like, everybody's so quick to have a phone and stuff like that. And it has a lot to do with your social life, your persona, your personality, and all of that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So being able to open up, and then having a female to open up to, is the biggest part. Because if you're not comfortable enough to open up to them, it's not going to work out. You know what I'm saying?
I can definitely tell your maturation right now, because you actually brought up a very good point. I feel like when you get to a certain level of manhood, you realize that, like you said, a flex is not just numbers and banging and all that stupid garbage. A lot of it is really just, I want to be with a woman that's going to genuinely protect my spirit. That's how I am. I'm like, I was saying this the other day. To me, a woman that will sit there when you're sick, risk her own health, laying up next to you to make sure that you're okay, because women will do that. They're amazing like that.
For sure.
And they naturally heal you.
Amen.
And that's my goal in life. And that's what I hope for young men. I hope for young men who are listening to the pod. I love to preach about being a young man in society and how you need to be upstanding, and you need to be a man worth someone that these women want to be with.
For sure.
And to me, like you said, it's not about banging and numbers and body count and none of that garbage. To me, it's genuinely about, this woman is protecting my spirit, because that's what I want. I'll protect you. I'll provide for you. I'll do all that.
Amen.
Your job is to go ahead and nurture my spirit, and if we have children, our children's spirits. That's your job. And so that's what I'm hoping for the young men that listen to the podcast. I hope that you understand that I'm just trying to shoot a message of love. Yes, we have fun, but we also be honest at the same time. We keep it real.
And I just to tag along on that, I feel like trust is the biggest part. If I can't trust you enough for me to let you in on the real me, then I know down the road, like, you're not gonna be here for much longer. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be comfortable around you.
Yeah. That's also another good point too. I feel like this is maybe I'm gonna upset some of the men now. I feel like a big thing for men is insecurity in this regard. You have to be okay with what you just said. You have to be okay with, listen, this is not working out for me. This just not. It's more than just, hey, a woman that I can lay up with and do stuff with. It's more than that.
For sure.
So you have to be, as a man, you have to be confident enough and strong enough to be like, I'm going to walk away from this relationship, because obviously you got shit that you want to do, which is fine, but that's not what I want to do. And that's
verbally.
And I think that a lot of men are almost afraid of that. And then what happens is they end up in these long relationships, and then the chick ends up leaving them, and now they're sitting there and they don't have anything. That's what I feel like I've seen in my experience with young men. A lot of them are very insecure to sit there and say, hey, listen, you want different things in life, and so do I, and that's cool. That's just not what I want, so I'm going to walk away. They're almost too insecure to walk away, I feel like.
Yep.
And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
You hit the jackpot on that. I totally agree, and to tag along with it, I feel like verbally, and I've seen it happen, so again, in all stages of my life, you know what I'm saying? And to see, like, grown men or just teenage men that I just came out of my teenage years, so to see y'all go in front of your boys and, like, talk big game, and you know what I'm saying, and to see it verbally, you're talking about, oh, like, I gotta leave this shorty, I gotta do this, you know what I'm saying, or I'm about to cheat on. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You gotta verbally go have a conversation with shorty, sit her down and talk to her face to face and let her know how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta let her know deeply, like, oh, like, because of my past, that's just excuses for, you know, for the actions that you want to commit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like,
bro, go ahead, because I agree with you.
I feel like if you sit her down, she respects you way more, because you're looking her in her eyes.
Yep.
And you're telling her exactly what you feel, and it doesn't end up being a scene. It ends up being just a conversation at the end of the day between two people that thought they had it together, but they ended up being separate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Bro, you just brought up a very good point, which is just where I'm at. I freaking hate when dudes will sit there and go, because of this when I was a kid. I'm not trying to sit here and say childhood trauma is not a real thing. That's not what I'm sitting here saying.
of course.
But what I'm saying is at a certain point of manhood, you have to accept that what happened in life is uncontrollable.
Amen.
But what can you control moving forward?
Exactly.
And to me, I'm so big on just because I had some struggles in childhood, that does not give me the right to act like a dickhead now as adults. And that's what I feel like happens more often than not with young men who don't have male role models or who don't have people that sit there and say, you can't act that way. You can't act that way. It's unacceptable. You can't just say, because I went through this, now I'm doing this. Like you said about the childhood trauma. I hear that a lot. And again, I'm not sitting here and saying that that's not real. If that's really something you're dealing with, go talk to someone. Go to therapy. Go do outlets. Go do push-ups. That's people laugh at me, but I sit there and say, go hit the gym.
Listen,
that to me, that's one of the greatest outlets I have.
Greatest of all time.
Hit the gym. Ever since I started the podcast, you asked me off camera how long have I been doing it. I said a little over a year. Since I started, I have people that go, hey Nathanael, what do you do when you're upset? What do you do? And one message I had was somebody said, hey Nathanael, I want to kill myself. And I remember I responded back to them and I said, I'm not a clinical psychologist, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I know the solution.
Correct.
But what helps me is working out and training, going to the gym. Here's what to do. Go work out for 6 months. After that, if there's nothing you can do, go talk to someone. Or if that's not helping, go talk to someone.
Correct.
And after 6 months, obviously I'll never out him, but he DM'd me back and he said, hey, listen, I have a six-pack now. I've been at the gym. I've been training. I've been working hard. It's the greatest advice you could have given me because it allows dopamines and other chemical things that help you achieve excellence and greatness.
Correct.
So circling back to my original point, to me, I'm just not sold on young men sitting there saying, because of what I went through, I'm going to go ahead and act like a jerk to this girl, or, because I'm just going to go run through girls and tear through them because I had a shitty childhood. To me, that's not real life.
You know, and to tag along on the 2 points I got right here, just to say just about the trauma part, I wanted to say that as men, like he said, we have to be able to accept and be responsible for our own actions.
Amen.
As men. Because as females, they look to us.
That's right.
As the men who lead. You know what I'm saying? If you can't lead, you will not have no type of dominant shorty in your life. You won't be able to dominate. She's always going to dominate you because of the fact that she sees these flaws and she's just like, you know, I'm running over him because he doesn't even believe what he's putting out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, again, like running through other different females, that fucks up their emotions too. They're not toys. They're not games. They're real people just like us. And yes, they do a lot for us and will do a lot for us. But again, what are you bringing to the table that's going to make them do these things? You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
You know?
It's true.
I'm beyond my years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are, bro. You've grown up big time. See, some of this wisdom has, because I used to say this to you boys. I used to say, as young men in society, you need to work hard. You need to train right. You need to act right. You can't just be acting a fool. And that's the thing. You can't just be tearing through you know what because you think that that's going to give you confidence or make you a man. That doesn't. Right. That doesn't make you, and vice versa. Ripping through dick isn't going to make you a strong woman or a woman that's desirable. So it's like you have to bring something to the table. As a man, you have to, and to me, as a man, you have to be willing to show that you're going to work hard, you're going to train, you're going to eat right, because you're going to provide for your family, and that's going to show respect. Because if they look at the man in the household and they go, wow, he's strong, he's confident, whether you have a son, daughter, your wife, fiance, whatever, they're going to look at that and be like, this is someone who's worth listening to. They're not going to listen to someone who has no credibility.
A loser.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, they're not going to listen to some.
Bozo.
Yeah, they're not
come
going to listen to some loser. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then we'll take you on trips. Like, don't ask me to go on no trips and you not doing what you supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's now the biggest thing is just taking them on vacations. And
What, girls, chicks? Yeah, girls. I'm going on our girls' holiday. Bye.
No, I'm talking about just with you.
Oh, with you. Okay.
Or
Yeah.
not even in a relationship. They want you to do it because they think that that's the thing now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I agree with that. I mean, I can talk about this extensively. So I've always said that, like, there's certain things. Like, for example, men need to go to work out. They need to work out. They just have to.
Right.
Because it's like alpha male, it's dominance, it's things like that. You have to do that. And you said you listened to the JG episode. If you and I, you're like, hey, bro, let's go hit arms.
Yeah.
And I hit arms. And even though my arms are junk, if you go ahead and you're like, and I'm like, what the fuck you doing? And you're just doing 100 push-ups. Well, I'm going to drop and do them. I'm not going to sit there and go,
oh, hell no, yeah.
Oh, I'm tired. I can't do it. No, I'm going to do it. And then you're going to sit there and go, you got to do this because I'm doing it. I said this the other day to a group of young men. I said, listen, here's what you all do. This is how you're going to achieve being a great man and how you're going to achieve excellence. It's healthy competition. I said, every single one of you in a group chat, you wake up. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, do 300 push-ups. That long time for you to do that. 300 push-ups. Here's what's going to happen. If there's like me and 10 other dudes and you, and every single one of them does 300, and I do 275. There's no excuse in the world that you guys are going to let me get off because you all did them and I didn't. Mm-hmm. You're going to look at me, and as a man, you're going to say, no, you failed. Right. Bro, you didn't do it. We all did it. You didn't. You're a bitch.
Yeah. Hold you accountable.
To hold me accountable. We need that.
Yeah.
We need that. Men need other men to hold each other accountable and say, because there's no possible excuse. And then the next day, if we're all doing 300 push-ups, I'm just going to do them because I'm going to sit there and say, well, they're not going to listen to my bullshit, so I better fucking do it. That's what it is.
Correct. and I'm not going to lie to tag on to that. Like, I feel like that's the biggest thing with men nowadays, or just us in general as humans. Just we don't not abide, but like respect the code anymore.
No.
You know what I'm saying? To hold each other, to be able to look at each other as males, because we're speaking as men. So to look at each other as males and just be like, oh, like, bro, what you're doing is wrong. And this is what we're supposed to be doing. Or you know what I'm saying? You failed at this, but this is how we can get it going for the next thing that we want to do. Yep. You know? And I feel like as women too, y'all definitely don't hold each other accountable because you let your friend groups walk around and do whatever the hell they want to do. Yeah. And however the hell they want to do it. So I feel like the codes now, we really need to bring them back because
we do. There's no morality anymore.
No, it's not.
There's none. It's like I said, and maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but to me, it's not about banging and all this other garbage. It's about how can I be the best version of me. Amen. And you said earlier how people will be posting those things, those quotes. You can sit there and say it, but it's another thing to do it.
That's the biggest one.
I can post all I want. Hey, I'm trying to be the best version of myself. But if I'm not training in the gym, eating right, being honest, to me, I feel like the universe is very given. God in the universe is very given. That's what I feel. I feel like God has created all of us in his perfect image. And maybe some people disagree with me, and that's okay. That is completely fine. I believe that God has created us perfectly the way that he wants to, and that he did not intend for us to constantly be depressed. Right. He did not intend for us to constantly be sad. Now, do I believe that being depressed is real? Yes, I believe that being depressed and having those feelings are real. That's what I feel. I feel like you can be depressed, but I feel like it's not something that you just dwell on and there's nothing you can do. Right. You can act. I feel like God is too loving for us to go ahead and feel like that there's nothing we can do. So as men, we need to go back to working hard, training right. A lot of men sitting around playing video games, Twitch streaming all day. That like all you're teaching the youth is, hey, listen, I can sit on my ass, eat pizza, play video games, and I'm going to be successful. And you know what? Maybe that's okay for some of the content creators, but it's not real life.
It's not.
It's not real life. You have to go out there and grind. When you're making your YouTube videos, people will sit there and go, "Oh, he's just making YouTube videos." You're grinding.
I really am.
You're putting in work.
Too.
You're going out. You're finding content. You're finding out ways of how you can be good. You're putting yourself out there.
Correct.
You're not just go ahead. It's a risk. You're putting yourself out there. That is hard.
Exactly.
So I don't know. And I've always said this. You're not going to be good on accident.
No.
It's not like you look at a guy who's ripped with a six-pack. Hey, how'd you get there? Well, I don't know. Oops. It just happened.
Nah, yeah. It took a lot of failing
Yes.
to get exactly where you want to go.
Yep.
So I feel like that's where I'm at with life. I feel like now it's more so like I'm going to go through my losses, but when I go through them, I got to understand what I did wrong or what happened in the situation, justify it, go through it, maybe talk to myself, talk to God about it, and justify it, or maybe with another person, justify a situation, and just think about how you're going to go forward, you know?
Some of my greatest success was from a failure. Like if you sat there and said, Nathanael, you need to make $1 million, what emotion do you want to feel? I want to feel heartbreak. I want to feel failure. I want you to freaking I want to be sad so that way I can sit there and go, what can I do to overcome this?
Exactly.
They say that for people who train like at the gym in terms of personal trainers, they say that most of their clientele is men from divorce or breakups and things like that because they're so devastated.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's actually true because think about it. You as a man, you have friends, of course. Every time that they break up with they go through this happy weight in the relationship. So when they come out, they're driven by just the heartbreak and stuff like that.
And then they're like, I gotta get on my shit.
Yeah.
I gotta get on my shit. I can't just sit at home. I gotta get up. I gotta do something.
Because life hits them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy because we've been like that.
Yeah.
Before all of that, so like to bring it into a relationship is gonna be the biggest key factors of all time.
You almost need heartbreak. You do. And I think other than the dudes that marry their high school sweethearts, which there's nothing wrong with that. But other than those dudes, every dude, I don't have any outstanding story, but every dude has gone through the same thing of they dated this girl. I don't know. She didn't like him. He was immature or whatever.
Yeah.
You can fill in the dots however you want to fill them. And they break up, and now you're like, I got to get on my shit. I got to work hard. I can't just sit around doing nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
It's real because it's like, bro, as a man, you just want better for yourself, you know, and you want a shorty to love you for what you're working with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's real.
Dude, I could have talked about this forever, bro. Yeah. I could have. It's so good to have this type of conversation with you because, as I stated, we laughed a lot. We had a good time.
Yeah.
But when I did meet you younger, you were this young, immature man, and to see how you are now, man, it is night and day. You have really grown up, brother. I mean,
I appreciate you for that.
I'm God bless you, man. I'm so impressed with you.
And I thank you for having me on this because this crazy. It's about time that like somebody who knows me, they seen the growth, they seen the work I put in. Like behind the scenes, there was a lot. It's a lot of steps to take, but again, like being mentally there and being locked in with it, what you believe in and what you dream about. It's serious, and then the people that believe in you, they see it and they want the best for you, you know.
Yeah.
So I say that all the time. I thank you for that because you and Mrs. O'Keefe, y'all really believed in me and it showed. You know what I'm saying? You never gave up on me, and I thank you for that for sure.
Yeah. Well, we love you, man. God bless you. Of course.
God bless.
Plug in your stuff. Where can people find you? What can people see what you're doing?
Okay.
Get all your stuff. Get all your shit. Plug yourself in right now.
All right. IG is Tay Smooth, Tay, TAYY.SSMOTH, and then Snap, same thing. And then sniperintuition.co on Instagram, Sniper Intuition on Facebook. Everywhere I'm doing it big. YouTube, Smooth TV, and then JRST show. Shout out to the guys. I can't wait to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ja Ralph, Stan, y'all my guys, and we going up together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. You should. I recommend the audience to go watch it. Smooth TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. And then what is it?
JRST show.
Yeah, that is fun. Yeah, you are funny. You guys are funny.
Yeah.
He said it early in the episode. They're doing silent library. They're doing pranks.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of fun stuff, which is really, really cool.
Wait till you see what's coming up in the springtime. You're gonna love it.
I can't wait. When are you going back to school? So you took this semester off. You're going to be going back after winter?
Yep, right. First week of January, I'm driving right back over there.
Yeah. Oh, you drive down to Florida.
Yeah.
South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when you are back in your acting classes and you've got your play ready and things like that, you let me know and I will be down there.
There's gonna be one in the spring, so whenever you want to pop out, you know what I'm saying?
I will pop out.
My mom gonna be there, all that, so they're gonna be happy to see you.
Is she still up here?
Yeah. She's she works in a low public school.
Oh, still? Yep. Cool. Yeah. Well, bro, I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. I could have talked to you for hours about this shit.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you taking time out of your day, sitting and chatting with me. I love the merch. And you plugged in the website, right?
Oh, yeah.
They can get it right from the website?
Yeah, and for sure. And I appreciate you, but you already know we repping Reyes Reflection on this episode.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Reyes Reflection. That's right.
Hey, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna get him in some merch soon. So probably next episode, y'all gonna see him in some fly intuition shit.
I will.
Yeah.
You know it. You know it, brother. Thank you so much for doing this episode of the pod. I really appreciate you doing it.
Yep. You already know.
That is going to do it of this episode of the Reyes Reflection podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your grandma. This is one of the best pods out there. I can guarantee it. That is going to do it, like I said, for this episode. And as always, may you live, may you love, and may you thrive. I'm Oprah, and I love you all.
You know?
Hey, everybody. I have something to tell you. I've gone crazy. Some would even say I've gone mad. That's right. I've partnered up with Mad Rabbit to help revitalize, replenish, and restore your tattoos. With balms, lotions, sunscreens, and more, all specifically designed for skin with ink. And get this. If you're looking to get your first tattoo, we even have numbing cream as well as patches for the aftercare. Get whatever you need today at www.madrabbit.com and type in Reyes Reflection at checkout for 20% off your order. That is Reyes Reflection, 20% off your order. Get yours today.